What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the Blue Eye Structure Decks being here with absurd pull rates on the quarter-century secret rares. Indeed, it is a very small chance, and those rumors turn out to be very true, of 2 per case average. One of my friends has opened 1,000 structure decks and has only seen 1 of the quarter-century secret spell. So clumping is also absurd. I don't envy anybody who took pre-sale orders on this, and good luck getting the amounts you need to fill them. So the prices are still pre-sale locked at this point. We will see more listings happen. However, I do think the demand also for these quarter-century secret rare cards will be up there, as we've seen with Blue Eyes hype, and how it levels out, your guess is as good as mine. Will Blue Eyes Mania run, and will they go even crazier? Have they already gone too crazy and they'll come back down? I have to wait and see. But with that, I also want to point out that some of the support for this is going even crazier with it on our doorstep. Buster Whelp here only has 1 printing, was played in some OCG builds, and right here is going up in price to the point of none being under 15 freaking dollars, and the sales going to there and above that. We also have the Blue Eyes Quarter Century Secret Rare. From the 10s, this was the easiest call in the world to say, hey, you should be getting this at $18 to $20 back when it was. Look at how it has just gone up steadily, and the lowest are around $31, $32 very consistently, with sales going there. This is just the best art, and people like matching quarter-century secret rares to other things. I get a lot of comments on, ugly quarter-century secret rare. People simp for this way too much. It'll come way down. Well, yeah, we don't know what the 30th promotion will be, how things will go there, but for now, a lot of people enjoy this rarity, and I think it looks pretty good. Art's subjective, and with that, how card rarities look will also be subjective, and I think it adds to it, honestly. Now, Cosmic Blazar Dragon is an option within Blue Eyes as well. We've had it go up for Centurion before. And actually, the Duelist Saga version is outperforming the quarter-century secret rare as it goes up. I remember this rarity being very divisive, people not liking it at first, and I would feel yours in person because the EU pulls of this, Alenteo showcase this, have mega taco bending, and even the US print has a little bit of taco bending. But here we go with people going in on that, and the newer quarter-century secret rare spiking as well, but versus its price, not the hardest to obtain, around $5. We've been Primite Watch for a while now. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel is new, and you can see it is slowly coming up even further. It is at 33 plus now, and quickly does head up on the front page, and you can see the sales have consistently been going in around this price. Primite Lordly Load, however, has a little bit of downturn on the graph, but it's not really reflective of the front page pricing, because we get to 75 very quickly on the front page, and tons of sales at 75 to 70, with some people even going more insane into the 80s. Yeah, not worth it to me there, but again, this is, for all intents and purposes, not the metagame, but it will be highly represented in terms of how many people went out and bought this, how many people are going to get their hands on Structure X, and how many people are going to play it for a few weeks before packing it back up, versus those people that will really be into the deck and playing it hardcore. Never underestimate the impact of a structure deck and the actual gameplay of how that representation can impact a meta, even if it's not the top deck. I say that because you should probably have some side deck cards ready for this strategy, but Primite Watch, hopefully we don't have to do that too much longer. The staples of the format are getting more expensive. Dominus Impulse is one that Blue Eyes players probably won't be going to, because you cannot activate effects of light, earth, and wind monsters, and light Blue Eyes goes hand in hand, but again, this card is back up towards $60 solid plus right now, and is getting those sales very, very consistently. And then we also have Artifact Lancia, incredibly represented. People want access to this for Malice, and the quarter century secret rare has come back up a bit. You can see it was trailing back down and getting easier in price. Nope, not for long. Back towards 37, 38, and you can see those sales were back down towards 30, and now those are going. But luckily, thanks to it being a rarity collection card, and I love saying that, so many easy access, nice looking versions are available for this on a budget. A secret rare playset is still under $10, and if you want commons, they're not even scratching $1 for a playset, so that is freaking awesome. Obedience Schooled has gone up because the new cute cat slushy archetype is going to be able to play this. Now, my Discord's already pointed this out watching the sales. They could just reprint this rare in the set. Do remember that deck building sets get extra reprint slots. Now, that's not a guaranteed, but it is a looming factor of if this is missing from that set, it's going to go way up. And this also could be a card that actually could find its way into Stampede, but dodging 2 reprint sets, if it does, this will be absurdly pricey, even if the deck doesn't pan out. I saw Jeff Jones talking about how Striker actually labs into it and how he was just thinking about it, and it kept him up after waking up and like he couldn't go back to sleep. So people are super enamored with the deck, and with that, the reaction onto the market has gone full blown on the price of this card, despite a Battles of Legend Ultra, which should make it easier to get, especially with how opened Armageddon was. Mono Saros is another one that my Discord was pointing out. They noticed jumped in sales. Somebody bought freaking 30 of these, and the full effect isn't here, but basically can special summon from its hand for the cost of a spell, and then it can also give recurrence after synchro summoning. Just a cute little tech that has 1 printing. Tenyi Spirit Tsuruya has gone up, and people are pointing out Sword Soul hype. Let me know if that is a thing right now. But 45 to 50 and quickly 70 from there, with tons of sales in this 40 to 45 range are going. And also Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi, spiked up for its super rare. Now you have other easy access versions of this. This is an OTS tournament pack holographic, so it's not like it's the need to go version, but just be aware these Tenyi cards are going up with the new support here. And let me know if it got tournament results that I missed among all the action that's happened. I know we had a remote YCS as well. Now while I'm sitting up, I'm wearing some Hypeland clothes, and they are doing a huge drop. This is not sponsored at all. I really like their stuff, and if you want budget giant cards, they've got giant card rugs coming for Pot of Greed, Exodia. The puffers were cool, but they were a bit expensive. I personally passed due to that price. And then a full GX drop is coming that really gives love to the game and feels like they're back. I haven't been this excited since really their Dragon Ball drop that did so freaking good. Even the newer Yu-Gi-Oh drop with like Summon Skull, one of my favorite cards, I found it just a hair lacking versus some of their past releases. This one really brings it back for me, and I look forward to seeing the drop. It's this Saturday. Keep up with it. And then also, I wanted to bring up, since we already got to the cards, the monster art for Stardust Dragon dropped. This is actually up a few dollars for exchange rate. So just so, when I was looking the other day, I think it was $87. The exchange rate changes on Ami. You will get charged when the order comes in, so all the way in July. And right now this is $92, and that does not include international shipping. And some of those monster art packages, especially with this wing size, can be very big. So we also have Big Bad Toy Store at $145. Unless you're super snail mailing this, I do think this will likely be a good option to get, but they freight it in, so it can take even longer. Really pick your choice. Do you want a stable price that's going to have $4 shipping on top, and this rounds out at $150 plus sales tax, or go this route where I don't believe there's actually sales tax since it's Japan to the US, depending on all the tariff stuff going on. Japan and US seem very friendly so far, but again, that exchange rate can really change between now and July depending on the dollar and the yen and where things go. So do keep that in mind. You got multiple places to shop the new Stardust Dragon monster art. And finally, Pin Club has these. I just think they're super neat. They're their Comic-Con drop from New York Comic-Con leftovers. They said once they're gone, they are gone. And I think the Obelisk Slifer and Raw look amazing. I forget if I brought this up on the channel. I know I did on Twitter, but I just wanted to show I really, really, really like the Slifer, and I personally ordered those full price. None of those were sponsored between Hypeland, Ami Ami, Big Bad Toy Store, and Pin Club. I really like to show off things that I personally enjoy, and they do have their own market. Like Hypeland, their Blue Eye Sherpa, if you look it up on eBay, is selling for like double, triple price. It is wild, and there is actually this market around Yu-Gi-Oh figures, Yu-Gi-Oh statues, Yu-Gi-Oh toys, and while that entire industry is actually its own crazy thing with a lot of things coming down in price right now and deals are coming back in, I feel like just like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, there's ebbs and flows. Like they could do a repaint or re-wave of this, just like we can get reprinted cards. So it's like, I'm not telling you to go invest. It's like, if you like it, here it is. I enjoy it. I'm personally getting some of these things too. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversations. And let me know, what are you grabbing Yu-Gi-Oh that isn't just cards? And how hyped are you for the Blue Eye Structure drop? And are you actually going to be packing for quarter centuries? Or are you going to go for them as singles?